Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and with Michaela singing, that means we are back in the lobby bar for the week of April the 14th, 2025. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, I had a bit of a whirlwind trip here over the last couple of days. I drove up to Ohio to see some family and took the nephew out on a bit of a road trip. We went up and saw an NBA game, which meant that I had to get a couple of cocktails in the great city of Detroit, Michigan. So that was good. That was good. A place I hadn't been in quite a while. And I got to take in some movies with our super fan, Nora. Watched Mufasa there with her. That was a good time over the weekend too. What about you? You're heading into spring break. Are you doing anything exciting?
Uh, yeah, I'm not going to be working. That's exciting. I mean, this isn't work, right? This is a passion. What am I going to be doing? I am spending a little bit of time at the beach towards the end of the week with some other family friends,
Okay.
and that'll be good. I'm gonna try and work on the back garden. But I spent 4 hours out there yesterday, and now I can't hardly move. I feel really old.
Mm, yeah.
So we'll see. I'm gonna get a massage. I'm gonna take a muscle relaxer, and then I'm gonna go back out at it, perhaps. I don't know. But
There
I'm
you
glad
go.
you had a good time. Tell me about some of the drinks you had.
Yeah, so I had a really good margarita at a Mexican restaurant, and then I had a couple of cocktails up in Detroit. We were headed to a Pistons game, and we stopped at a place. And I want to say, you see, I have a took a picture of the menu. As we're wont to do, so that way we know what we end up getting. I sent you one because this place that we went to had a, a pizza in honor of our Lord Stanley Tucci, of course. So that's good. That's good.
Uh-huh.
But I had a couple of things. This one was really interesting. It was called the Salt Mines, and it was olive oil washed vodka, a house vanilla cordial, and then it was rimmed with black lava sea salt. It was really, really interesting. It was sweet and savory at the same time. I don't know that I loved it, but it sounded so interesting. I just had to try it to see what was up with that. Are you ever in that position, Michaela? Where like, I don't know if this sounds good, but it's too interesting to not give it a shot.
Oh, almost every time we do something weird on Drink the Movies, like that sardine washed gin and tonic thing that we made.
Mm.
That was crazy. So wait a minute. So this was a what alcohol? It was olive oil washed bourbon?
Olive oil washed vodka, and
Vodka.
then and then a
Okay.
and then a house-made vanilla cordial.
Oh,
Rimmed with
all
black lava
right.
sea salt. Yeah, so it was a little bit sweet, but not overly sweet, right? Vanilla, is definitely a sweet thing, but it's not like super sweet. So that was interesting. I also had a maple cherry old fashioned there that would was really nice, and then a good old Bell's Two Hearted Ale at the game. So pretty good. Good on you, Michigan. Like that quite a bit. So that was fun. And Michaela, you're telling me that you're going to the beach this week. So what I need you to do is I need you to stop on your way out of town at your local wine shop and pick up a bottle of white port because today in the lobby bar we were making something we might have made it before after I got back from Portugal a couple of years ago, but we were making a white port and tonic, which is the Portuguese, I guess, answer to the Aperol Spritz, and a white port and tonic is delicious.
Oh, that it sounds delicious. Tell me all about it.
All right, so
White
yeah.
port. What even is white port?
It is exactly as the name would imply. It is just a port. It's made out of white wine, so it doesn't have any like age on it. It's just made in stainless steel barrels. And Michaela, it's super easy, right? It's just a white port and tonic. So think of gin and tonic, except you're using white port here. So like 2 ounces of that, some tonic, and some lemon. Now I know you are one to use elderflower tonic in your gin and tonics, but I urge you to just play this one straight. Just play a straight tonic because that
Okay.
white port has a ton of flavors of like apricot to it and things, and the elderflower is going to cover that up. You want those notes of the white port to shine through, and yeah, this became super popular a couple of years ago. I think I just port manufacturers just decided they wanted something lighter and springier that could go into cocktails and play around with that. Right, they were tapping into a whole new market out there. So a white port and tonic, that's pretty good. A bottle of white port's not going to set you back too much. It's going to get you a lot of these white port and tonics, and it's a lower ABV thing, right, than a gin and tonic.
Great.
The white port has a lower alcohol, so it's perfect for spring. Having one, pre-dinner, something like that. So a white port and tonic, that is what I think you should be having at the beach this week, especially as you're watching the sunrise or whatever it is you're doing on the
Yeah.
beach there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out and get some White Port today. I'm going to drink it. It's going to be amazing. I can feel it in my bones. And I promise I'll use regular tonic just to be just to keep it on the level, right? I think it's important to know there's like I don't know, 87 types of tonic now out there. Even
Mhm.
from Fever Tree. There's the elderflower, but then they have like this aromatic tonic, they have like an Indian tonic, they have a Mediterranean tonic. I don't pretend to know all the differences in the notes for all of those, but I'm gonna try to find the plainest one of all so that I can get these notes of port. I've never even heard of this. This is amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So give that a try and let us know at home if you mix up a white port and tonic or what your favorite springtime cocktail is going on. And let us know if you made it out to see a movie this week. And if you did, likely it was a Minecraft movie who takes first place again for its second week out with $80.6 million. dollars. The King of Kings, The Amateur, Warfare, and Drop rounding out the top five. The Amateur is a film that we're going to see. Michaela, we have our tickets secured. We're heading out to see it tomorrow, and we're going to record probably just a short Patreon episode about that. But the amateur, the feedback I'm getting is that it's a pretty fun time, right? Nothing like mind blowing, but a well-rounded, good action adventure sort of thing, starring Remy Malek. Are you looking forward to checking that one out?
I am. I am. I think there's a lot of pressure during Oscar season for Drink the Movies to like buckle down and watch all 60 or 50 or whatever, however many Oscar nominated films there are. But that leaves plenty of time the rest of the year to like look at films from all different kind of spectrums of quality or whatever the word is. It's not really a rating of the quality of a film, but it's more like less critically acclaimed, more fun, maybe still can change your paradigm kind of stuff. I mean, and so I'm super excited that we're actually going to be digging into quite a few kind of I don't know, more blockbuster hits, less like super critically acclaimed films this, the next couple of months. I'm excited about that. So, and look, Rachel Brosnahan. That's all I'm
Mm,
going to say. Uh, she's in
that's
it.
right.
And
That's
so
right.
even if
We
she's
don't know
only
how
in it for
long.
30 seconds, it's going to
Yeah.
be amazing.
It'll be it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. Absolutely. So looking forward to seeing that, and we'll be talking about that over on Patreon. Just a short one because we're doing our actual Patreon episode next week, Michaela, because we have a new film coming out, and this could be paradigm shifting. It could be really good. The more I think about it, the more excited I get about it. That is Sinners is coming out to the movie theaters here at the end of this week, so we're gonna have to make our plans to see that once you get back from the beach. That looks great. It's directed by Ryan Coogler, who everyone knows, of course, was the director of Black Panther and the Creed series there. This one stars Michael B. Jordan, a whole cast of characters there. It looks really good. I'm very excited about that. You looking forward to going to see Sinners next week, Michaela?
Oh yeah. No, I've been low key in love with Michael B. Jordan since he was in Friday Night Lights, and then he was
Oh
in
yeah.
Parenthood. Yeah, no, this kid, he's not a kid. He's probably my age. I don't know how old he is. I mean, but I've known him since I was a kid. It's basically, I feel like so. I everything he does, I really enjoy. I love him. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited that he's teaming up again with his former director. This looks like eerie and creepy, and you don't know if it's going to be if it's really. I don't know. You don't really know what it's about. You just know that there's a bunch of people in like a barn, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a good time, and you don't know exactly why. And this could go a whole plethora of ways. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard much about the story yet, so I'm trying to do my best to keep it at bay until we're able to go out and see that. So, Sinners, we have coming to the movie theater this week, and we have a lot of things here on TV, a couple of which have just started here in the last couple of days. So, if you have a subscription to Max, you can check out the first episode of The Last of Us. Came out last night. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And Hacks started up about a week ago. I'm going to try to on the Instagram last season of The Last of Us, I did a Last of Us cocktail every week before the new episode would drop. So I'm hoping to do that again this time around. So make sure you're following us on the social medias. I'll get those posted there as we're leading into the next of The Last of Us, which is one of my favorite video games of all time. Maybe I'll talk about that on Drink the Video Games here at some point. So we've got that. We've got Hacks, which I know, Michaela, you finally got on board the Hacks train and binged
Finally.
through all those. So I know that you're probably looking forward to this newest, the fourth season, I think, potentially. And then we also have season 7 of Black Mirror, which kind of fell off. Black Mirror used to be like a big, huge deal when it came out, but now Netflix doesn't really make a big deal about anything. They just silently put stuff out there. So that is available as well. You can watch through all of those episodes now. Michaela, last week we talked about a Minecraft movie. That was a good time about a movie that we didn't understand as as you know, older people who get sore from working in the garden and not playing Minecraft. It was a little bit lost on us, but it was a really good time and a really fun cocktail and a fun conversation about that. And this week we're paying homage to the late Val Kilmer. We're going to be talking about The Doors this coming week. Are you looking forward to putting on Riders on the Storm and seeing what's going on with Val Kilmer, Jim Morrison of it all?
Yeah, yeah, I am actually. I think it's interesting because if you'll take a look around now, there's a bunch of folks doing homages and they're doing what we had first thought of, right? They're doing Tombstone. Um, they're doing some of his other stuff, and I'm actually really excited. I hope I understand it more than I did the Minecraft movie. I will say, because yeah, but at least the soundtrack will be amazing, right? And of
Yeah,
course, Val Kilmer, we're going to get to talk about all about him. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be good. And it feels, if memory serves, I think that it's kind of a opening to summer. Like The Doors was a doorway to the summertime high in California in like 1967, maybe. I don't know. I
mm,
could be wrong, but I feel like it's the right time of year to watch something like this.
that's right. Yeah, as you're coming up on a summer vacation,
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
the kids that were in high school and college age then, kids that are in high school or college age now, all go through their Doors phase, and we'll probably talk about that too on the episode. So look forward to that, and you can check out patreon.com/drink the movies for more information on ways to support the podcast. Get bonus episode. We have our episode about Black Bag on there. We'll be scheduling our hangout soon, and like I said, we'll be coming out with little bonus episodes for the amateur and sinners here coming up in the next week or two. So with that, Michaela, I think we better go ahead and sign off. You have some packing to do for the beach,
Dude.
and by
Ah,
packing for the beach, I mean going to buy a bottle or two of White Port, and we'll do that, and we'll talk to everyone next week in the lobby bar.